And we're live. We are live 369. Are we feeling fine?
Hey, it's been oh, by the way, just before we carry on, today was, for me, it was 36 degrees. Tomorrow they're saying it's
Is
going to be
it?
40 degrees tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Is that like
40,
fry egg on the pavement kind of?
yeah, it's that kind of a thing. So we just said we're just staying indoors tomorrow.
I think the eggs will come out fried, isn't it? Just like an egg,
Like,
like an omelette straight away.
as soon as and then it's just like,
It's just staying in tomorrow. That's it. It's too
side up.
hot.
That's it. Staying in,
Wow.
man. No one's doing jack shit tomorrow.
See, in London, it's not even double digits, and like for American people, we work in degrees. So for us, it's like 7 degrees right now. 7,
Okay.
which is, I don't know. That's probably
What
about
It's cold.
20
What's
degrees. I think is it 20 degrees for Fahrenheit? I think something like that.
let me see. 40 degrees to. Let me see what that is to Fahrenheit. 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's just, it's mad. It's miserable. Les Miserables out here.
104 degrees for our North American listeners.
104. Triple digits, man.
104 degrees. That's what we're talking about. All right, listen. You know what else is 104 degrees? The
show.
three, the hot.
This show.
Exactly. The three of us, man, we're hot. Seriously, there's just no way, no other way to put it. So listen, this is 369, Deval. 369.
Yeah, we're just sitting there feeling fine, man. That's what we try to do. We try to pass on the finest to everyone else, you know.
Exactly. A bit of fun. We got Emmanuel in the hot seat as well. He's going to bring his brilliant charm and wit and his take on the rip. So we're speaking about the rip.
He's just making shit up.
Come on, man. We've got to make this exciting for people. So listen, we've got a great show for you. We always bring a great show. Listen, we're going to be speaking about the rip a bit later on. So stick around for the next 45, 50 minutes. We're going to be speaking about streaming trailers. We've got some interesting trailers that we've got to speak about. We've got to get into one of those big ones over there. Anniversary Corner, we've got a really interesting movie. And but before we do that, Deval, what are we doing?
Yeah, first we've got a couple of shout outs this week, and again, massive shout out to everyone that gets back in touch with us and chats to us on social media. We're talking about TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. So keep it going, keep the chat going hot like the weather in Australia. So the two shout outs first one goes out to Ciel Noir 3. Big shout out to her as always. She actually messaged us on Instagram, and she actually was in His and Hers.
Yes, you told me. I was like, what?
She's in it. So anyone that's seen His and Hers, look out for Ciel Noir 3. Go check her out on Instagram. Check out her page. Like we always say, she's actress, presenter, does a whole bunch of things, but really good person. So make sure you go check her out on His and Hers on Netflix right now. Next shout out goes to Charlie Jai UK, and she does also events and stuff in the UK. So go check out her page. And she was saying that she's been on the show before quite a while ago, but she was saying that she liked the show that Emmanuel mentioned last week. People you meet on vacation. I think that's the one.
Oh yes, yeah,
Right,
so she said she liked it. Good show. So big thumbs up to her. And those are this week's shout outs.
Brilliant. All right, let's get into the movie. And you just get into this. So Invincible season 4. Now, you know what? Invincible is one of those shows where, you know what? It's such a great show. There's so many different kind of characters in there, and it goes off into so many different directions. You think it's going to be this thing, and then it goes off into this thing. It's bloody, it's gory, it's sweary. It's kind of everything what you want in an adult animation, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what's going on
Western
over
version of anime, isn't it?
Yes, what's going on is Danai Gurira, who we know from The Walking Dead, we know from Black Panther, gangster actress. She's a writer. She's an actress. She's also written plays and theatre. I've seen one of her plays quite a while ago that was acted by Letitia Wright.
Oh.
Princess Shuri. So she's really, really, she's really, really talented. But she's going to be playing a character called Universa in in the Invincibles season 4. And Invincibles, if you haven't seen it on Amazon Prime, it is anime. It is really, really good. It's like The Boys, but an animation version of it. If I can say that,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
So, and this Universa character is. Think of her as a little bit like Homelander, but a female version.
Oh,
yeah, she is. She just likes to dominate. She likes to just, she Universa. That means like universal, but she's Universa. So you can imagine she just comes in and does her thing. She's mad powerful, and Invincible. He's gonna have his hands full by trying to deal with Universa. So
I wonder, like the Viltrumite. I mean, like, is she the same level as the Viltrumites, like power level, or she's on that level?
Mad powerful like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
that's going to be great.
Yeah, so looking forward to that one. I think she's meant to be like have the power of a nuclear power plant.
Oh,
she's meant to be like mad powerful. Yeah, like mad. So what
powerful. Is she an Earthling, or is she actually like another alien species?
No, she's from sort of out there. She's not from around. She's not local. She ain't local, but
she ain't from around these parts.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Extraterrestrial.
When season 4 coming out?
It's coming out in a few months. I believe it's April, isn't it? So April 2026, I believe, season 4. So yeah. Soon.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, looking forward to that. And listen, remember, folks, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. That's on Amazon Prime. We'll be reviewing it. We'll be watching. Now, let's move on to this. Now, I've seen the picture of Jason Momoa as Lobo, and Jason Momoa he's getting around quite a lot now. We saw him recently in Minecraft. We're going to see him in the Wrecking Crew, which Manny's going to speak about a bit later on, and now we're going to see him in Supergirl. So what do we think? He reminds me. Do you remember that rock band, that heavy metal rock band, Kiss? One of those, like, do you remember the like?
It's in Scary Movie. Was it in Scary Movie where the tongue comes out?
Tongue, or something. It just reminds me of that. Like, he can play one of those rockers with this get up and makeup of what he's got going on.
Yeah, so he is. I mean, like you said, the Supergirl teaser came out just a couple of days ago, and in that Supergirl teaser, you get to see his face. Because the previous trailer, you didn't get to see it, but now we get to see his face. You get to see him riding his motorbike. He doesn't really say anything, I don't think. We might say one little word or shout or something, but he does look just like you said. Those rock and rollers in Kiss, white face. Yeah. He does actually a little bit remind me of John Leguizamo's character in Spawn. The way his face is painted and the way it looks, it looks like that Spawn character.
And did any of it look CGI'd at all?
A little bit. It did a little bit. And to be honest, I didn't actually like the way it looked. Something about it kind of put me off. Okay. I wasn't like, oh, wicked. I was just like, oh.
I know. Even the like what I saw, I was just like, okay, like, we'll see how this goes.
Something about it was a bit off, but I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it looks off, but the character's great. So that's time will tell.
What do we? I mean, obviously, we know that this Supergirl movie's coming out. That's coming out this year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think June.
Okay, this is going to be a massive year for movies. So DC's hoping that this is obviously going to be a big hit. They introduced Lobo. Does this mean then that we will probably, depending on how well it goes, obviously, we could get a spin-off Lobo movie?
I don't think so. I think no, I don't. I get, for me, the feeling is more like he will probably make one or two appearances in other DC content, like, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, like Constantine 2 or something, or something like that. Where, but I don't know whether like there's a big following behind Lobo.
Yeah,
because I think that might build up the anticipation for a movie or a decision for a movie to then come out. So yeah.
So if it tracks well in this kind of Supergirl movie, and people start saying, yeah, we want to see a Lobo movie,
yeah, want to see more of him. Yeah,
it all depends, right? And then also, we don't know if James Gunn is going to be at the helm after Netflix takes over.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's not another question mark. That's up in the air.
Because remember, sorry, go on.
Returns dictate. Box office returns also dictate if more will be made. So if money talks and bullshit walks. If it makes a lot of money, they will include more of those characters. If it doesn't, then maybe we won't see them again.
Sayonara. And you know, like the whole thing, James Gunn, he's mapped out this kind of gods and monsters, like a 10-year thing. Like imagine, like, you know, Superman, it did relatively, well, not relatively, it did really well, didn't it, at the box office, Deval, Manny?
Did okay, yeah, it did okay.
It did okay. I mean, he definitely wants to push out the second one, isn't it? So,
yeah. I think, like, you know, he's hoping that their movies kind of earn $1 billion, so then he can keep kind of like making them. All right, okay. So when that comes out, we will obviously speak about it and we'll watch it because obviously, you know, we do that sort of stuff. Now let's move on. Taika Waititi. You know, he's had a he's interesting kind of career, you know, comedy, you know, he's done the Marvel stuff. He's done the kind of, you know, the dramedy stuff as well. And Jojo Rabbit, something which was nominated for, I think even won an Oscar. Didn't that win an Oscar for the screenwriting or something?
Yeah, I think so.
So, you know what? Obviously, talent. He is a talent. Thor: Love and Thunder, for me, just didn't work. You know, so yeah, exactly. The football one that he did with the Samoan football team, that was kind of like the feel good movie. I'm not sure, can't remember like if it did really well at the box office and everything. So look, you know what? He's going to get a shot at doing something else. So what is that shot, Deval? It's a big one.
Yeah. So from what I understand, he is due to be making a Star Wars movie, and we know he's had his mitts in Star Wars for quite a few years. Mandalorian, he voiced the robot in that. He directed an episode, I believe, in season 1. I think it might have been. And I also think wasn't he that voice of the robot in Rogue One? Or maybe I'm getting mixed up. He might have been. I can't remember. But yeah, so he's meant to be making a Star Wars movie soon, and he said in an interview recently that he is going to be bringing back the sort of the old school fun of Star Wars, you know, the OG sort of OG fun. And I don't know what that means. Does it mean it's going to be...
I
don't know. What, 80s nostalgia or what?
I don't know. But we know his sense of humor, and it is a bit, sometimes it's too much. It kind of
just don't bring on like Love and Thunder kind of old like humor, because
I'd rather his name not be attached, to be honest. But it is what it is.
I know. You know what? I feel the same thing. Because we're getting, like, I think 2026, 2027, we're getting like a lot of Star Wars stuff coming out. Obviously, we're going to be getting Mandalorian and Grogu. There's going to be a lot of eyes on that. We know that Ryan Gosling is going to be in a Star Wars movie. We're seeing stuff going on. We know, well, there was talk of Daisy Ridley coming back as Rey for a bunch of movies. You know, Ahsoka season 2, is that happening? Is it not happening?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Ahsoka season 1 was a little bit of a letdown because I really like that character. The animated version anyway. I really like that character. But don't know.
All right. Okay. So look, again, we will kind of keep you abreast of all that stuff. Now, what I do want to speak or what we want to speak about are the Oscar 2026 nominations. Now, before we kick off, was there anything on there that was a surprise for you?
No. No.
Yeah. So let's do a quick, all I want to do, let's just quickly go through this. Best Picture for me, you got Begonia, F1, Frankenstein. Yep, that tracks. Mighty Supreme. Manny, you already spoke about that. One Battle After Another. Secret Agent, which is the Brazilian movie that we were talking about. The one for me, though, which I'm glad it's in there, is Sinners.
Yeah.
And F1, those are like Frankenstein. Yep, those movies. One Battle After Another. Okay, fine. But yeah, Train Dreams. Now, folks, this movie is actually on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's one you mentioned. That's the one you mentioned.
And people are talking about it. People are saying, look, it's definitely worth a watch. It could be a shout. But, I mean, what do you reckon out of those quick shout out, Manny. Which one's winning Best Picture?
Well, Sinners.
Sinners?
Is on, yeah, Sinners.
Okay.
I do like that.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the other ones?
So we've got Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Mighty Supreme,
okay,
One
Sinners
Battle After Another.
F1. Sinners and F1 would be
Sinners
mine.
F1. Okay, Deval.
Yeah.
I think probably One Battle After Another.
One Battle After Another.
Because it's more of a political film. It captures the sort of sentiment of people at the moment in America with ICE and stuff like that.
Oh, geez,
so I think it'll be a political statement for that to win an Oscar. I think also good news to say is Sinners was not nominated in 16 categories, which is a record in the Oscars. Yeah, so Sinners is littered all over the place with Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor, music, original screenplay, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, wouldn't me?
Do you reckon that's going to be a setup for a flop then? 16 nominations and then come out of it.
How many did they walk away with?
Yeah, exactly. Question mark.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, Wunmi, she's a British actress. Delroy Lindo, he got nominated as well. So that was interesting there. Best director, I reckon P.T. Anderson's going to get this.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so.
Although I reckon I want Ryan Coogler to win for Sinners. Best actor, Manny, I reckon Timothy's got. I think Timothy's done enough to get it.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Because of the kind of, unless Wagner Maurer, man. I mean, The Secret Agent. That because he won it on the Screen Critics recently. Would you reckon Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Best Actress?
Hamnet's going to win something. Watch. Hamnet's going to win something for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. The one interesting thing for me, though, I know we said about surprises. Best Director. Guillermo del Toro, he wasn't nominated.
He was not nominated.
He was not nominated.
Okay, Frankenstein, yeah.
For Frankenstein, so it got a picture. It got a picture nom, but he wasn't directed, and he's been a bit of a darling. Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, we got Benicio, we got Jacob Elordi, Delroy Lindo, Sean Penn, Stellan Skarsgård, who might win that.
Interesting. Time will tell. I mean, yeah, I'm interested to see who actually. I think definitely Sinners will win. Anything to do with sound and music, I think should do, but we'll see.
A lot of people are upset that Wicked didn't get nominated for anything.
Oh, chill out, man!
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
Yeah,
The Rock is also upset he didn't get nominated for Best Actor.
He needs to sit down.
He needs to take a seat there, best editing might go to kind of best sound editing might go to F1. I reckon that's probably
good
shout out.
I think The Rock has just been tarnished after, what was it Black Adam.
Black Adam.
After that, then where he plays the superhero, it was supposed to be like him versus Superman, bigging it up and all that.
Oh yes.
And I think he's just been tarnished with some, he's just negative. Like people don't really, don't want him up there.
Interesting. Now, do we know when is the Oscars? When is it happening?
It usually happens late Feb or early March. So we're looking at another month and change.
All right. Well, keep it locked with the Flixters, folks. We will go through. Was there anything that you want to add? Anything, other things that were kind of surprising for you on there, or just normal? No. All right. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's speak about new on streaming. Couple of shows that we need to speak about. I haven't seen this. I've seen the trailer for it. I haven't started watching this yet. But what's the buzz around A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which is another show within the Game of Thrones universe, and this takes place is it 100 years before Great Game of Thrones?
Yeah, at least that I believe. Yeah, it's definitely not tied into the current sort of Game of Thrones lore. It's quite separated. So it's definitely something they're trying to keep isolated and keep different from what we've seen so far. So I think it's based 90 years, I believe, before the Game of Thrones events, I believe. So yeah, you're pretty much right. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And what do we reckon? What's the view so far?
I think it's a bit drab.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I think the first episode was very tame.
Really?
For a first episode.
There was talk of it kind of being like more comedic than anything.
I mean the comedy. The comedy felt more like him getting teased by the ladies of the night.
Okay.
That was it.
More Knight's Tale than.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Wait to see more episodes, but yeah.
So what? I shouldn't put this on the watch list then.
Not for now. I think let there be a little bit, 2 or 3 more episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then probably binge it. That it'll probably be worth more that way.
Yeah.
I disagree a little bit. I mean, I do think because Game of Thrones obviously is a massive show. Also remember when Game of Thrones first came out. Remember how that started. Yeah. No one knew anything about it. It started slow. First few episodes, I thought, what is this? It's a bit slow.
Yeah.
But I think some of the things that happen in the first episodes, when you watch back, you realize, oh, this means that or that meant this. But I think for the first episode of this, like I said, it is a very, very isolated show. It's only going to be a few episodes, focusing on a few characters. And Duncan the Tall, he seems very unassuming, very sort of low class. But if you remember in Game of Thrones, there was a conversation that happened with Jaime Lannister and what's his son's name again? Joffrey.
Joffrey. Yeah.
Jaime Lannister and Joffrey. And Joffrey was taking the piss out of Jaime Lannister. I think it was those characters. And Joffrey was going through the book that has all the Knight's Tales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Duncan the Tall had 4 pages in that book.
Oh, is it? Okay, so it's going to be a build-up then.
And Jaime Lannister had a paragraph. And
he
was taking the piss saying, oh, look, Duncan the Tall, he's this and that. Oh, he was a great knight. So we're seeing him before he was everything. Yeah. So at some stage, he's going to be.
So it's going to be a character development, a massive character development.
So, but like I said, Game of Thrones, they know how to take things, take their time. They know how to throw you off a little bit. And yes, this one is a bit more comedy. Like it's a bit,
is it? Okay.
Yeah, there's a bit comedy, like because he talks about certain things that happen with his dad, and it cuts to his dad like slapping him in the face and certain things that you don't get in normal Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's very, very different. So don't go in there. So
the tone is a bit different. Yeah,
go in there looking for a Game of Thrones world sort of builder, but not in the same language as Game of Thrones. So, and then you'll enjoy it, I think. But it's a slow builder, and it's only 40 minutes. So it's not a long one. It's not as long as Game of Thrones, an hour.
Because Game of Thrones were hour-long type of
hour 10, hour 15. This one's shorter, an hour.
Now,
I mean, how many? Yeah, go on.
No, go for it.
I was going to say, like, I understand the slowness of it, but it's only going to be like 6 episodes in this season.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm sort of like reserved on. How much are they actually going to flesh out in this to make it interesting enough? Yeah, and to make it interesting enough in 6 episodes. So then there's another season.
Yeah, I think some of that comes down to budgets as well, because to sort of, I guess, to green light 10 episodes or however long it's going to be, and also make it an hour and 20 or an hour and 15 would have been a bigger budget. And I think to get this off the ground and to get people interested in it, they had to green light it for it to be 6 episodes and for the episodes to be a smaller amount of time, which means smaller investment to get us sort of on the path. So I think that's why they did it that way.
Right.
Interesting. And then has HBO released all of them, or is this like a weekly thing that we have to wait for?
No,
one at a time.
One
at a time. Okay. All right. Well, they're building up the kind of what do you call it? What are they building up? The tension, maybe?
Yeah.
They're building up to it. All right.
Remember the Egg guy, because that's Duncan. Duncan's the tall knight. He's Duncan the Tall. But Egg, he's also an interesting character. The young boy who ends up squiring for him is bald. And he's bald for a reason, because he has Targaryen blood. He doesn't want to be seen as having the long blonde hair. So he's got his own story as well. So
There's
yeah,
a little intrigue in there as well. All right, we'll
Mhm.
find out more. All right, okay. So keep it low with the Flixters. We're bringing more on that. Now, this other one, which is out on Netflix, this is called Agatha Christie's Seven Dials. So murder mystery. What's going on over here?
Yeah, so Seven Dials, Agatha Christie Seven Dials. It's basically like it's a series. At the moment, I think it's what is it? Season 1 is only like episode three episodes.
Right.
So it's really short, but it's set in a country house, and like a party prank turns deadly, and then basically it's as we all know, Agatha Christie murder mystery. There's a chilling murder, and yeah, it just seems kind of interesting. And I think it's 54 minutes for each episode, so I think you'll easily get through this, and it's probably similar to the caution that Deval mentioned about in order to get a green lit. Agatha Christie is quite an old name, isn't it? It's like an old.
Yeah. It's like Murder on the Orient Express. You had all of those ones. You Hercule Poirot, like all
Yeah,
those. I mean, synonymous with murder mystery, right?
yeah. So
Man,
we'll
there'd
see
be no
whether it
dead
comes up
man's.
with any more sense.
There'd be no a knives. What is it called again? A knives story. What were they
Knives
called?
Out.
Knives Out
Knives Out.
stories. Yeah,
Yeah.
without Agatha Christie.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Keep us locked on that one, and let us know how that all gets on. Now, there is one thing that I did watch this week, which was Steel, which is on Amazon. Now, in the UK, I think this is on the BBC iPlayer.
Is this like the metal steel, or steel like as in thief?
Thief, as in
Okay.
Steel.
All right. Okay.
So this is a connection to Game of Thrones. This stars oh my God, what's her name? I was just about to say, buddy, what is her name?
Sansa.
Sansa.
Is it Sophie? Sophie
Turner.
Sophie Turner, yeah.
So this stars Sophie Turner, who is a Game of Thrones alum, and in this she plays she works for it's a trade. She works for a trading company, and they trade or they invest people's money. You know what people save up for their pensions. So they save up so that by the end of their retirement, they've got a kind of nice little nest egg. And it starts off, it's in the city, London City. Obviously, we've got those big, wide, and those big kind of cinematic shots of the whole thing. And it starts off really similar to Batman. Do you remember in the Dark Knight? You know where we see the Joker, we see the whole kind of city things. They kind of you see the Joker and his crew, they're kind of getting things ready. They're going to be making a big robbery. This starts off exactly the same way. We've got this crew. They're walking down the streets of London. They do this thing, which is really interesting, where they have masks on, but they're not really masks. They're kind of, they're not like where they cover. Yeah.
They're like opaque where you can.
They've done kind of like prosthetics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so their faces look like as if they're animals. I was like, geez, they've got some sort of weird thing. And I thought it was really clever so that they don't get identified. There's a team, they come in, they're like, listen, we are here to kind of, they need two people who are traders to make a transfer. That transfer is $4 billion. And one of those people to make the transfer is Sophie Turner and her colleague. And then we're dealing with the aftermath of that transfer. Was it an inside job? The police are investigating Sophie Turner. Is she involved? Is she not involved? The team who were involved in doing the robbery. They're involved in other people. There's a whole kind of host of questions that need to be answered. And you know what? I'm on episode 4 at the moment, and it's interesting. It's interesting, and it's definitely worth a watch because it's got that high stakes, people die. You've got the shady kind of organization in there. You've got the shady kind of crew. Who are they working for? Someone bigger? Is the government involved? So yeah, man, it's interesting. It's called Steel, and yeah, it's on Amazon Prime or
it's on
BBC
Prime here in the UK as well.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I guess it gives us a bit of a flavour as to what we're going to talk about later on with the Rip as well, kind of like robberies and all that sort of thing.
Absolutely. So give that a watch. And whether or not it's up there with kind of, I mean, I'm just trying to think what other movie
Inside Job and all that.
Inside Job. It gives you that vibe, though. It does definitely give you that vibe, because we've got the police officer who's investigating it, Inside Man. That was it. So go check it out. That's on Amazon Prime. Now let's do trailers. Now this first movie, this looks a mad one, because we've seen Stephen Graham recently in Adolescence. So Stephen Graham in Adolescence is the dad that you hope, like, you know, all dads want to be, like caring. He's like, you know, he's emotional, and like, you know, he needs to be tough when he needs to be tough. In this one, he's just downright, he's that worst nightmare, like the opposite of that in this movie. And for a moment, I was like, what's going on? Is he the dad? Is he not the dad? Has left this kid there? What's going on? And it's got all the hallmarks of, you know, a horror. You know, if Adolescence was horror and, you know, flipped on its side, this would be it, right?
Yeah, this is like a really, really weird film, and Stephen Graham, he's a great actor. He's always has been. And it seems like now people out, you know, out in the world are kind of noticing him
outside of the UK.
Yeah, this seems like it seems like who's the villain? Is it the person that they're basically a 19-year-old criminal, a boy called Tommy, is kidnapped and forced into sort of this dysfunctional family's environment, and they're keeping him on a chain, and you don't know really what's going on. So, you know, they just seem like they're really weird, a bit like The Heretic we saw with Hugh Grant, where he sort of keeps people and seems charming, but at the same time evil. This looks like it's going to have a lot more questions than answers, but I like that.
Yeah, really good. There's a bit in the movie where at the end, in the trailer, where he's like, there's a line that he says, but it's the way he delivers it, and it's like, it's so sinister. You know, that kind of calmness, like, I'm not going to eat you, I'm not going to kill you, but you know, deep down inside, this guy is. So yeah, this is interesting. I really want to watch this when this comes out.
Yeah, March 6th is out. So yeah.
All right, we'll wait for that one. Now, this next one, this is the big one. There's going to be a lot of hype around this. Now, before we speak about it, where have we seen this kid before? What's he been in?
Oh my gosh, good question.
I've seen him in something. He's been in something, right? Which I didn't bother to have a look at. I thought you guys might know.
What's his name? Is it Miles Sentiano? Is that his name or no?
No, that's who it was going to be.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. Yeah. So
who is this guy?
His name?
Nicholas Galitzine.
Ah, Nicholas Galitzine.
Galitzine. Oh my god, he's British. I didn't even know that. Yeah, he's
Red,
British.
White, and Blue, wasn't it? It was in Cinderella as well.
Yes, he was in that. The Craft Legacy. So he's been in a few things here and there. Maybe it hasn't got a huge, high profile, but I think from this, he's from Hammersmith. He's a West London boy.
Okay, cool. Okay.
West London. No one shot that posh look about him, innit?
But we haven't even said what it is. This is Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe.
I have the power.
God, this is
But did you notice he lifted the sword up like that?
Yeah.
But in the cartoon,
he does like this. Yeah, that's it.
He does that, and then
he does.
Oh, did he? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was like, oh shit, I thought he was going to get it. But this has got. I mean, you know what? I got what's called what's the James Gunn movies from Marvel? What were those ones again?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I got Guardians of the Galaxy's vibe. I got Thor vibes. You know, where he's kind of this bumbling hero. Come back to Earth.
He's lost his powers. He's got to try and find himself. He's got to lift up his hammer or sword. That's like,
King Arthur type of a thing.
King Arthur, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? He kind of like gave me that. Is it Christopher Reeves when he plays Clark Kent, where he's weak because he's trying to pull the sword and he's like, and his voice was just like, yeah, it's actually mine.
This is mine.
You know.
Yeah.
But this is looking interesting. I mean, Masters of the Universe is like from the 80s. Most people that grew up around the 80s, they had the toys. Also, the toys were released a year before the cartoon. Back in those days, that's what they did. Transformers, He-Man, they made money from the toys, then the cartoons. And in this one, we're seeing like, you know, all the same characters from the cartoon.
Idris.
They're going to be releasing the toys as well. They're going to be releasing.
I don't know.
No. They are. Yeah, they're basically with a modern look to them as well. So
She-Ra.
It's still by Mattel, isn't it?
She's not listed yet, but she might show up in I reckon she'll probably show up at some stage.
And Skeletor is what's his name?
Jared Leto. Which I am so glad he's only the voice and not.
Oh, he's only just the voice. Okay.
Yeah.
Face.
Okay. But you know what? It looks fun. It looks kind of like, you know, this person on a journey, you know, he's been sent to Earth to save himself, and then he's got to kind of find his way back. He's looking for the sword. So there's a lot of movies that we've already seen in it. You know, we kind of noticed that whole shot of them at the end, like that looked like Guardians of the Galaxy. That was that whole thing. Yeah, I mean,
the one I want to be able to know is whether they're going to do Cringer's voice or not.
Oh, the cat.
Cringer, the cat. Yeah, I wonder if they're actually going to do a voice for him or not.
Hope not. Just let him go out and talk.
Yeah.
This one's out in June, so this June's going to be very busy.
Yes.
Well, if this does well, then they're going to come out with She-Ra, aren't they?
Yeah,
they must do. Yeah. So we've got Jared Leto, we've got Camila Mendes, we've got Idris, we've got Morena Baccarin. She was in Daredevil. Sorry, Deadpool. Kristen Wiig, Roboto. And then there's a load of other guys. Oh, Deval, you'll be interested in this. For Julius plays Goatman. The Goatman.
Yeah, he's the mountain, isn't it? From
Game he's the mountain.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, we'll see how that one goes. Now this other one, Star Wars Maul Eyeshadow Lord. Maul 1. What is that, episode 1?
This is an animation, so this is similar to the sort of the Clone Wars, and this is Darth Maul. Shadow Lord is going to look. It's looking at Darth Maul and his journey from after we saw him,
his body getting chopped in half.
Yeah, and his journey to get himself put back together again.
He's got the spider legs, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's got it in this, but I know at some stage he did. But Darth Maul is a deep character, and people were really angry the way he went in Phantom Menace because they know
he was so good.
Yeah, really good character.
British actor,
Ray Park, he's actually from down the road from near me, I think where he grew up. But this anything Star Wars, I think going forward when it's animation, I think it's better than live action. A lot of the times, honestly, no joke. Like Clone Wars is one of the best animations you're going to find. If you ain't seen Clone Wars, go and watch it. Rebels, go and watch it. It is so good.
No, I laugh because it sounds similar to DC. Like DC animation is so much better than the actual movies.
The actual movies, yeah, I know. Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, okay, that's Star Wars, and that's coming out on Disney.
Disney Plus, yeah, that's right.
Disney Plus, go check that out. All right, okay.
Do we know how many episodes?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
I was excited about this though.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's do anniversary corner, fellas, and let's talk about this movie from 20 years ago. I remember watching this in cinema. This is The Departed, and you know what? You know when this movie came or when it was announced, Martin Scorsese, obviously, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, and Leonardo DiCaprio. That is a massive lineup in that time because they were all kind of huge. But the thing for me was the reason why I wanted to watch it the most was because this is a remake of a Hong Kong movie. And in my head, I was like, Martin Scorsese doing a remake. And I was like, okay, fine. I've seen the original Hong Kong movies called Infernal Affairs, which I really, really, really liked. I thought, you know what? When Hollywood does remakes, they're not usually that good.
No.
I have to say, this
Well, in
is
the
a really
Sky
good
was
movie.
one.
Yeah, exactly. This movie for me was really, really good. And the whole premise of it, where we've got these two massive big actors at the time, because I think Matt Damon was successful off of Born. He was doing Born and stuff, and then obviously Leonardo DiCaprio, he was like kind of like a big, Blood Diamond, and he was doing all those sorts of things. He was getting really, really big. So they're both coppers. One of them is an undercover playing a bad guy, and one of them is a bad guy playing a copper. And that whole premise was really, really great. And it was just great to see kind of the shiftiness of it, like who's going to find out. They've got a mole in there, and it weaved this whole massive big story. Obviously I'm not going to spoil the ending because there's a whole big thing there, but I thought the payoff was great in the end.
This is a timeless movie. I mean, this is when you talk about cops, shady cops, and gangs and drugs and all kinds. Was this the one based in Boston? Was it Boston,
Yes,
or am I getting it mixed up? Yeah. So this is just a good film. 20 years ago, and it still really holds up quite well. Like I can't really say anything more to it. Really, if you haven't seen this film, I think it's worth watching because a lot of the good films, or a lot of the best films, have actually already been made.
Yeah.
You don't need to look forward sometimes. Look a bit back and you'll see a really, really good film. This is one of them.
Because they all had good stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And look, they pinched it from Hong Kong, and which is fine and everything. And my whole thing is, if you're going to pinch it from, someone else, like add something new to it. And I think that with this they did.
Elevate it.
Yeah. They did, and that nothing taking away from the Hong Kong one, Infernal Affairs, which is a great movie. But yeah, this is really good, and it's got Jack Nicholson in it as well. I can't remember if I've seen him in anything since.
Good point.
Yeah, so go check that movie out, just like Deval says. Now that leads us into the main movie that we're going to be speaking about. So we've got Matt Damon coming back again, and he's playing law enforcement. But interesting, do you remember when they did that that Netflix Tudum show? They had like Ben Affleck came out, Matt Damon came out, and Stephen Yeun came out as well. And they were like, hey, we want to present The Rip. This is going to be our upcoming movie. It's coming out on Netflix. And there was a whole big thing that Netflix were able to bring, because they're big stars, right? Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. They're like Oscar winners.
They are big stars. I'll just say before we go into it quickly that this is a bit of a different kind of film. So Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have come together with other producers and directors, and they're actually trying to do a new system with this film. And they're basically saying that, within the movie industry, mostly the directors, the actors and stuff, they get paid the big bucks, and obviously they're the ones that kind of lead and drive a movie. If it's got a certain name, people go and watch it. But when it comes to streaming, it's a different ball game. Streaming goes by minutes watched and all that sort of thing. And now they're trying to put in a new system that basically gets people more pay if the film or show does really well according to streams. So they're going to be able to share more pay with all the sort of crew and all the other people that make the film good, bit of a more equitable system.
Is it supposed to be in line with what they used to have, or in the non-streaming, where let's say like you on a show like Friends, and then you constantly getting money because of the after it's finished airing and stuff?
No, this is
the
more
residuals.
The residuals.
That happens with the actors. The crew don't get that.
No, but in the streaming they don't get that either. They don't get residuals, do they?
Yeah, but this is you're right. And this is I guess you could call it residuals, but this is more to do with how well it does in the long term. So if people watch it again and again, it does well, then they get more. I guess you could say it's a kind of like a residual kind of payment. Yeah, but it's more across the whole board rather than just the top actors. That's why you're seeing them going out pushing out this film. They've been on Joe Rogan. There was on that Tudum thing you mentioned. They're going on all these podcasts. They're talking about the new system. This is something they're looking to do with other films that they make. So they're looking to keep that crew, keep a lot of that crew and people that they really work well together with, and going out and doing that. So
it's great. I mean, I'm all for that. that is really good. If everyone gets kind of share of the pie, that's even better. So before we get into it, what is a rip?
That's when you sit down in your car, you put on too much weight, and you rip your trousers, which actually happened to me one
Serious.
story. And I had to go to the shop and buy some spare trousers.
Don't tell me you're walking around like, you know, that thing where you go tight clenched ass.
Go on a diet. But now the rip is basically when, like, you know, cops, DEA agents, anyone that deals with sort of, you know, extracting, like, you know, money from crime scenes. It's basically when they take a portion of that money for themselves. So let's say there's £1 million that they find in a bust. They'll only put into evidence $500,000, and the other $500,000 doesn't get doesn't get logged. It goes in the wind. The criminals, they're criminals, so their word can't be trusted, and that's a rip basically. That's what this film's all about. That's what this film's all about. So so I quickly go into the cast and stuff. So yeah, so Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Stephen Young, who we talked about in Invincibles, Tiana Taylor, who's making a lot of waves recently, a lot of waves. Yeah, exactly. You got Catalina Sandiano Moreno. You got Kyle Chandler. We saw his daughter in Aliens, Alien Earth. Scott Adkins. I'm really happy to see Scott Adkins in this.
You know what? He was great in this.
Yeah. Actually not fighting, actually just acting.
Just drama, just doing drama.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's good to see. So a good cast. And they basically are also Sasha Calais, can't say her name. Sasha Calais, who was Supergirl. She was Supergirl in the Flash. The Flash movie. Yeah, so she's in this. So
gotcha. Yes.
Yeah, so basically the film is about they are DEA agents, aren't they? Yeah, I think the DEA agents, drug and enforcement.
TNT, they're called.
TNT. Okay.
Narcotics team.
Okay, that's the one. Thank you. And they go out and they do busts and stuff like that. And in this one, from the get go, it kind of looks like, we're not going to spoil it because this one has got some twists, but it kind of looks like someone in the team is a bit shady. Yeah. Someone in the team, I'm going to say who it is, or someone seems shady even from the start. The film starts off with sort of internal affairs, interviewing each person. So you get to think, oh shit, someone's shady.
Someone's dodgy.
Yeah.
There's a mole.
Bit by bit, you get to see them. They're getting called to a job. Even the way they get called to that job is shady. It's shady bits after shady bits. They get to the job, shit gets turned upside down. It's a lot more money than what they think, and that's where the film really starts to unravel. And you get to see, the film kind of leads you down a path to make you think one thing.
It's like, who's lying? Like, who's telling the truth?
Who's dodgy? Like, you know, what's going on over here? And then, so that bit was all really interesting. And so it's got action in it. It's got kind of, they've got they're big characters, like, they're big egos. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's character, they want to do the right thing. They want to kind of make sure that they get the bust. But at the same time, I was thinking, shit, this is like in some of the scenes where some of the agents, they were like, man, I've got 5 kids to feed. It was like literally like one of those things. I've got bills. Why is it that these drug dealers, they get 100 million or they get all this money, and what do I get? I get a paltry, paycheck. And she's holding up a wad of dollars, and then you would ask yourself that question.
The temptation, right? Man. The temptation when you're just there.
I'm taking that money.
Like,
shit. I'm taking.
You'd just be sitting here and you'd be like, oh, you know what? There's the lottery. I could play the lottery on Friday, but why am I even wasting my time playing the lottery when I'm sitting right in front of all of this cash, and all I got to do is basically like skim a little here, and then miscount it.
And that if you watch Steel, there's a similar theme in that as well, where they're complaining about their lives. They're like, look, why are we doing this? We're broke, and we're all the CEOs of the company are earning X amount. We're doing jack shit. So very, very similar. There's a bit in the movie where they keep getting phone calls. They're like, you got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
leave the money. Get out of there.
And then you know, where it's building up this tension, and then the drug dealers or the bad people, they bought out the houses and the lights start flicking on. So you've got all these different things. The only thing that I'm gonna say, I wish they had gone with. I'm not gonna say like who. I wish they'd have gone with one of the main characters as being the bad guy. I'm not going to say who.
That could be the case, though. We don't know. I'm trying to unravel what you just said. So that people don't
throw a red herring there.
I was like, you know, they've left so many red herrings, and then I wish there was an extra twist at the end.
Okay.
You know, that one for me, that it was a good movie. It was really good.
Yeah.
I loved Ben Affleck speaking in Spanish with the drug dealers. They basically became, but at some point they were like, "Hey, like, you know, okay, we're not doing anything." Like,
I was like, "Wow, they really tried with this one. They really speak in Spanish and stuff."
Got that from J-Lo, huh?
Trust me.
Really from the block. What's her name? Didn't he date? What's her name as well from? The ballerina, what's her name?
Oh, yeah, Ana de Armas.
Yeah, did he date her as well?
Yeah, he did. They were this guy. He loves his Latinas, man.
That's the best way to learn the Spanish.
Trust me, man. That is the best way. So you know what? It's got all of those things. It's like you got intrigue. It's got action. It's got, you know, it's almost like a whodunit, like, or who is doing it type of thing.
And the manipulation as well. The manipulation, because Catalina played into some of the situation without even her knowing that she was playing into it.
I know. But what I liked though was the Scott Adkins. He and Ben Affleck, they have a couple of scenes together where they're really going at it.
Aren't they? I think?
They're brothers.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's a scene in there where you look at them, you're like, shit, they could be brothers. But they did look similar.
Good casting for that.
Yeah, great casting. So definitely worth a watch, that one.
Yeah.
Don't think it's going to be winning any awards, but from what you said about this whole kind of way that they're trying to make movies now, it sounds interesting. So hopefully, you know, fair play to them, more power to them. And what do you reckon?
If you want to help them out, then play it on the background and just keep it playing.
Yeah, man. And who knows? I mean, what do you reckon they've done a deal with Netflix? These guys?
Yeah, definitely.
They've done a deal, right?
They'll be back, yeah, definitely.
So is this deal, like the way they've done it? Is it the same like musicians, where like if you make a track like Stevie Wonder, Happy Birthday, and every time it gets played, you get paid? Is that how they? Is that how they structured it?
Based on the streams.
Certain milestones. Yeah, I think certain milestones. I think that's how it works. It's not just every single play, but I think it's a certain amount in the first week, 2 weeks. That has to be continuous kind of thing.
Okay.
Let's see what our friend. Let's see. Look. So on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got 81%.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. Generally favorable reviews. And made for 100 mil, which you know, not bad.
Yeah, it's all right. So it's a bit much actually when I think about it. But anyway,
how much?
You got the names, haven't you?
Yeah, true, exactly, true. But yeah, decent film, worth a watch on Netflix. I think definitely worth a watch.
It will keep your attention, though.
Yeah. You got to concentrate. Yeah, you got to concentrate.
Because all the way through it, I was just like, "What the hell is going on? Like, who is telling the truth? Who's actually like
who's
not
the one, right?
Yeah.
It's good not to know for once.
Yeah. I know, and one of those movies that kind of keeps you guessing. So that's really interesting. So go check it out. That's called The Rip. It's out on Netflix and ready to stream right now. Okay, so before, obviously, you know, we're coming up to the end of the show. Before we kind of sign off, let's just do a recap of kind of what's going to be upcoming. Now, we've mentioned Jason Momoa, Manny, and there's a big movie that's coming out on Amazon Prime. So when our Flixters episode drops, this movie will probably already be out. But tell us about this, because this sounds interesting as well. It's kind of similar vibes.
Oh, this one's the Wrecking Crew. It's,
yes.
Jason Momoa and what's his name?
Batista.
Batista. Yeah. Is it me, or is Batista lost weight? Like he's slimmed down.
Yeah.
He has slimmed down, right? Yeah.
Him and The Rock they've gone off the steroid diet, so
it's probably to do with age, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wrecking Crew. You know what? I actually don't know much about this, but it does look like a good movie. But they seem like basically they're, you know, like two cops or like two partners.
Buddy cop action
Yeah,
comedy, isn't it?
Yeah. But this one doesn't even look like it's one where they've got one cop who's like better than the other. They just both look like they're kind of gritty. They probably are lone wolves typically, and then the sergeant has basically asked them to, you know, brought them together to work together.
To crack the case.
To crack the case. But they all got their each of them have got their own way of dealing with things, and that's where the controversy, you know, happens.
Yeah, it's kind of like Tango and Cash, Lethal Weapon, kind of that, you know, buddy cop thing. So apparently, according to the premise, and I'm just reading this straight off of Wikipedia, two half brothers, a loose cannon cop and a disciplined Navy SEAL, must work together to unravel a conspiracy behind their father's murder in Hawaii. So there you go. It's going to be hijinks.
You got two levels there.
Yeah.
You got two levels there. You got two brothers. One's going to be the older one. One's going to be the younger one. And then you've got two levels on the, what is it? One is a cop, and then the other one is SAS. One's more hardcore than the other.
Than the other, exactly. Now, the saving grace for me here, and a lot of these movies could be kind of like go straight to kind of streaming, which this is going to be straight to streaming, that type of expression. But the thing here is, it's produced by Matt Reeves.
Okay.
Matt Reeves, he of the Batman and Planet of the Apes. So maybe he's had a direction, and maybe he's kind of thought, okay, maybe I can put my touch on it and make sure it doesn't become too, I don't know what, you know, some of these buddy cop movies can go off on one, right? They can be kind of silly in the end.
I mean, we just look at Jason Momoa's kind of like track record. The characters that he's played has sort of been like tongue in cheek and not very like. It has a comedic element to it, really. And then you've got Batista, where I think he's a little bit more.
As well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's done comedy as well, but they're kind of just softer, aren't they? Really, like they're hardcore kind of guys, action heroes, but they've got that comedy side to both of them. So I think, for him, he's probably come on board and been like, let's try and put a balance to these two.
Yeah. The guy who directed this is someone called Angel Manuel Soto. He directed Blue Beetle. Do you remember that one? The DC movie?
It didn't do so well, did it? In the box office.
Which was just enough story and everything. So we'll see. That one's coming out, obviously very, very soon, and we'll have a review of that. Now, this next one is Hamlet, which is coming out on the 26th. Well, that's tomorrow. So tell us about this one.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I haven't even read anything on Hamlet.
Okay.
It's Shakespeare, basically. It's Shakespeare, I'm sure. It's Shakespeare.
It's Shakespeare. So is this coming out on on streaming or what? Or
no, this one's going to be coming out in the cinema. So the only one that's coming out on streaming is coming out on Prime. It's the Wrecking Crew.
Or Hamlet.
It's Hamlet. HAMLET.
Who's in this one?
Oh my god, I don't know.
Okay.
You're asking me questions. It was supposed to be
if it's Hamlet, that's the one that's been nominated for,
this one's different from that one. This one's different from that one. Yeah.
And the next one was Send Helpers. That's the one.
That's what I could have done with a few moments ago. Like, what you asking me that question?
Now, Send Help. We spoke about this, didn't we? It's Rachel.
Yeah, it's the horror comedy.
That's it. Sam
Directed by
Raimi.
Sam Raimi. Yeah, that one. So
yeah, I want to watch
decent.
this.
Should be decent.
Yeah.
Be decent, that one. So it's coming out real soon, actually.
What else is coming out? Is there anything major, big things coming out on other Netflix, on Amazon Prime? Well, apart from this one, on Disney. Wonder Man. Hang on, when's Wonder Man coming out?
Wonder Man's coming out real soon. I think that's coming out in a few days, actually, on Disney Plus.
Okay, so we'll
I don't think it'll be next week though. I think it's be the beginning of Feb, isn't it?
No, I think it's end of January. I think it could be the 30th or 29th, something like that.
Okay, so Wonder Man is actually coming out. Look on the Wikipedia, it doesn't say.
It's the 29th of January.
No, it's on the 29th of January.
27th of January, it says on Wikipedia.
Is it?
And it's 8 episodes.
So that's in the next couple of days. All right, so we can watch that for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All episodes at once, I think, as well, possibly.
Is it 4 episodes?
Even better.
8. So I think.
8.
Episodes, yeah.
Okay. Now,
it's all okay.
Interestingly, it says over here, this is going to be released under the Marvel Spotlight banner. Now, remind me again, what was that?
I think that might be the one that is.
Sounds like.
No, it's a bit more sort of not PG, basically. So a bit more adultish. That's the same banner that Daredevil came out under.
Okay.
So it's not going to be like, sort of really.
So there might be some F-bombs in there, right?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Okay, all right.
Well, so wait, so is that Disney? Did you say?
Yeah, Disney Plus. Yeah.
So Disney Plus have got Hulu as well, haven't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, it's just. I think
so that's all the scary stuff, is it?
It's all under the same banner. I think there's different regions. So certain regions might still call it Hulu, but it's all under the same Disney Plus banner. Depending on where you are, it'll come under that certain brand.
Yes. Yeah. Are you guys gonna watch? Are you going to the cinema to watch anything? Does anything tickle your fancy?
A couple of horrors. I still want to see Return to Silent Hill. Also the Chris Pratt film.
You know what, Deval? I was going to watch that on Friday, and then I saw a review.
It was so bad, yeah.
And it was, and then I thought, do I want to go and wait? And then I thought, I might wait until Deval watches it, and then just like,
I don't know. I don't know any gamers, but if there's any other gamers, but with the Return to Silent Hill, was it the Pyramid Head guy on the front?
Yeah,
it reminded me of a computer game character, and I was like racking my brain. What game was it? And it was. Do you remember MDK?
MDK.
No, what's that?
MDK was like this sort of like really bleak post-apocalyptic sort of imagery kind of thing where it's the character has like not a normal head basically, like but the pyramid guy, the character's head in Silent Hill reminded me of MDK.
Okay.
But yeah,
there's a movie that's out for me. I'm pretty sure it's out for you guys. It's called Primate. Did you see the trailer for that one about the monkey that goes mad?
Yeah.
Stop messing around with these, man.
I'm not gonna bother with that.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's it really, I think.
All right. Okay, cool. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the end of the show. Keep it locked with the Flixters. Next week, we've got episode 370. And we've got more reviews coming up. So yeah, finishing up watching new stuff. Game of Thrones, Wonder Man, Steel.
Oh, what's that Korean one? Where
No Other Choice.
No Other Choice. That's the one.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm waiting for it. It's not out for me.
No,
yet.
I think I'm gonna watch that one. I think it's out here.
Send Help is coming out in the next couple of days. But Send No Other Choice I don't have.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch No Other Choice.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks.
All right. Till next time. Peace out.
Peace.